Okay, hopefully by now you've read the scenario and you're wondering, what do you do in that situation? Well, the reality is that in my first week in that campus, I was losing students at a rate of about 2 or 3 per day. Now, at that time, that averaged out to about $15,000 in funding per day, and that's how I looked at it. I looked at it as, for every student that's leaving my building, that is money that's leaving the district. And at that particular time, money was really hard to come by because of all the cuts that had happened that particular year. Plus, the charter school down the street, I knew wasn't going to provide the level of education that my school was going to provide. What I really needed to know is what made this charter school so special. So I actually went to the charter school and I walked around. I looked at it. They let me in. They thought I was a potential parent, and so they let me walk around and check things out. Reality is that bright, beautiful, new, shiny building was nothing but a facade. It was fake. It wasn't anything that was fabulous. They were trying to sell me on a curriculum, the fact that students had access to computers in a new building. They also had sort of a biblical-based curriculum, which I know would appeal to some parents, but wasn't the end-all be-all for education as far as I was concerned. So the reality is that my competition really was no competition at all. What I needed to be able to tell parents is that what my school has is much better and has all of those things. I have computers, I have a great curriculum, I have certified teachers. Those are things that my parents didn't know and they needed to hear. So from that point on, what I decided to do was, for every parent that was coming in to take their child out and go to this bright, new, beautiful charter school around the corner, I brought them into my office and I had a conversation with them. And I told them exactly what my school had to offer. I shared that with them. We have computers. We have certified teachers. We have a great curriculum. You're going to get a great education here. Yeah, you're going to get it in a 50-year-old building, but you're going to get a much better opportunity for your child than you're going to get in that charter school down the street. And the reason why they're asking for that behavior record is because they want to know whether or not your kid's going to be bad or not. And they may not take you because of their behavior. We don't do that. Our school takes every child, no matter what. We provide special ed services. We provide behavior services. We provide services that you probably as a parent aren't even aware of. And that's when it dawned on me that the principal is also a marketing director for the school. They're the ones that are responsible for connecting with the community and making sure the community knows exactly what it is that a school has to offer. And so there are 6 things that I think are really essential when it comes to a principal connecting with the community. The first thing is make it a priority. You have got to be the face of your campus. You've got to be out and about, you've got to be visible, and you've got to be approachable. You've got to be the person that they see actually runs the campus. You can't lock yourself up in the office. You've got to be available to talk with parents whenever they need you. They have to be able to see you. 2, let me emphasize visibility. Visibility is important. I stood at the front of my school building every single day as parents came in and walked their kids to class. They knew who I was in the beginning of the day, and they knew who I was at the end of the day. They saw me at every important PTA event, every award ceremony, any kind of campus event that we had. I was there, and they saw me, and they knew that they can come talk to me at any time. I did not go to those things. There are principals who choose not to attend those things. So you have to be the face of your campus and you have to be visible. 3, when you have those events, you need to be the host of those events. Don't let your AP do it. Don't let your counselor do it. Be the one who is welcoming parents on the microphone, talking to the community, sharing all the great things that's happening at your school. Don't delegate that duty to somebody else. That's ridiculous. You're the leader. Be the leader. Be the one on the mic. Be the one talking about all the great things that are happening at your school. They've got to hear it from you. 4, have conversations. Have those difficult conversations with your parents. Pull them aside. Ask them questions. How are things going? How are things going with your teachers? How are things going with the classes? Parents will open up to you. They'll talk to you. You got to be willing to find out what's going on. And you may find out that there's stuff going on that you're not even aware of. So be willing to have those conversations with parents, ask questions, and be approachable. And lastly, be genuine. Be genuine. Be yourself. Be the person that you are, be the leader that you are, develop a personality that makes you approachable and that parents can relate to. And use your communication channels. Use social media, use a blog, use Facebook, but don't respond to negative comments, don't respond to negative commentary. Use them as a portal to get information out to the community, but not as a way to argue with folks or cause issues behind the scenes. That's just going to make it worse. My advice is to never comment on any social media post whatsoever, no matter what it is. If it's a deep issue, then talk with the supervisor about it, talk with somebody at the district level about it. And if it's a parent you're aware of, then you pick up the phone and you call them and you figure out what's going on. Don't put everything out there on social media for the world to see. It's not worth it, and it's not worth your career.